match off right by getting a game #1 for themselves. If you are this Lancelot, if you're Kirmi on the Valkyries, got to see a step up from him and Benny Q if the Valkyries want to find success. Game #1, elimination on the line. Who's going to start it all right? Let's throw it with Dulcin and Mifflin.
We're officially at the heaviest weight set of Smite we've had all year long, Miff. Smite World Championship.
He should have his on Aqua.
Worth mentioning, this time around, Gamma will have ult as well, so rotations out of lane, especially defensive, can be helpful, but I'm not sure this is where Gamma wants to be. It's Angry dropping Kirmi for first blood.
Uh-oh.
But there's still damage from the firebolts, chasing down the Athena. One last tick, and Angry, the star mid laner, I called his name, and he stepped up 2 kills in the first 5 minutes.
I can't believe the Valkyries step up to that Scorpion. Kirmi's too low HP to stick around in the Highland Ravens.
And we talked about it a lot yesterday. Not giving up, but also not tilting and trying to make plays that shouldn't be there. Adapting. Won't be able to wait out the beads or the Grand Joust.
Good ult.
Kha'Zix gets a double pull. Wow, he being chased down as well. Brutalized forward. A taunt out from Gamma. Doesn't mitigate that much damage, and now Wowie left on the run. Are we tower diving? That's now the question. Kha'Zix would like to. But Wowie backs away. Kirmi's chased down by Angry, who's on a killing spree. And when I say the Valhalla Valkyries need to stabilize, they're unable to do so.
Now, because every time we've seen Grand Joust, it's been on disengage. A huge point for the Valhalla Valkyries draft.
Oh, he got him! Oh, it's a solo! Look at him, bottom left! Look at him cheer! What are you doing, man? He's asking Wowie, and Wowie's asking himself the same thing. It's a solo for Coast, and now it's disaster everywhere for the
methodical, clinical play. 30 minutes will load in, and that's what you want. The Highland Ravens have flipped the script, and now it's the Valhalla Valkyries who need to figure out how to play on the back foot.
All right, could be a kill on the Kha'Zix. Kirmi under the tier 1. Kha'Zix lives! Oh no, the Ragnarok delivers Kirmi to his doom. Gamma left over in mid as well. A double taunt, it looks nice, but Benny simply doesn't have the items to burn down these health bars. It's the risk of
Kirmi's initiation with the Grand Joust there, questionable at best. And punished once more.
But now Coast just turns it! Coast just turns it! Why do we do it? Why? Look at him again!
He's laughing at you! You cannot let that happen! That was another unforced error, Dave. I couldn't explain the decision-making right now. The Valhalla Valkyries, maybe it's Fire Giant pulled out.
Can the Valkyries make a miracle? They'll send a prayer to the heavens. Is there a reply though? No, because Kana simply melting in a 2v1, and ult over from Gamma makes a difference. But now it's adapting, gobbling up Benny Q. Kana with this first of the game, where it's been a bloodbath elsewhere. Kha'Zix with a zoning ult, we'll call it, doesn't matter, adapting with another. And now we have snowballed out of control. A Fire Giant looms. The Ravens were willing to pull it while the Valks were alive, and now 2 of them are dead. And the call remains simple.
The Valks had no horse in that race. You cannot step up to the Fire Giant to truly defend it. The only recourse thing.
So if you're able to weave in a bit of damage, but the targets are so tanky.
Phoenix is just
Benny Q's got his hands full. Left side Phoenix working down. Gamma caught out by Angry. That's an opening kill. Aquarius has found the backline and a couple pairs of beads. It's a small win for the Valhalla Valkyries.
That's one.
As Kana burned through by Benny Q. Kirmi dashes in as well, but Kirmi is all alone, and that's how he'll die. As Wowie and Benny Q stare down for the Highland Ravens.
Benny's still healthy, still has both relics, damage still there. Will be difficult to get that minion wave in, but not impossible.
Vaporish Coast will dodge the pullback, but Kana will not.
Good Fearless.
Aquarius shoves one back. Wowie and Benny, they've got to supply the damage here, but there's simply not enough. Aquarius buys so much space. But Kana was not going to get taken down. Now the left side Phoenix still alive. It's an ult back from Gamma.
Got it.
Maybe more drama as Gamma dashes forward. And they'll find all 5 Valks waiting.
Not sure how impactful Wowie can be on defense here. Aqua in, but he's burning.
Talk about trigger happy. They don't wait until the team is grouped. Aquarius has to lawbringer away, and Kana will dazzling offensive forward, adapting. Bites down on the Gamma, who will get out. Grand Joust forward, but Kirmi pulled back. Beads not in time. And Vaporish Coast makes him pay. The right side Phoenix, you gotta seed it now. If you're the Valks, you're defending your Titan with Wowie, who's barely able to stay alive.
Gamma goes back in with the taunt. This could be a turnaround here. Kana on the chase. Where's the CC?
Oh no, I'm watching Angry. And I'm watching Coast. They felt it all game long, but not feeling the Titan siege just yet.
One more push. Take a peek at the Relic situation for the Valhalla Valkyries. No beads on Kirmi on respawn. No beads for Gamma either. Easy targets.
Isaac, shove back. Benny Q, an important first pick for the Valks. It's a good start to this defense.
Too far up.
Although the defense has been going on for a minute.
30 seconds left on this Fire Giant. Keep your eyes on Adapting.
Oh, he's back there.
As he's working his way around the fight.
Everyone
Still,
has beads.
Beads are up. That Ragnarok will only just burn it.
Gamma forward, but that's not where he wants to be. Adapting with the last bit of Brutalize. Kills off the Athena. And the Ravens surge forward, and they've got plenty of damage for the Valks. In the mid lane, Phoenix, it's a rampage for Angry. Coast just one kill behind. This is ridiculous. It's a decimation from the Highland Ravens, and they will drop the SPL team in game.
Still, I got to imagine he had something going for him, right?
There's got to be some kind of strength in the mental. I mean, you look at the last time he played it, it was 1-4-2 up against the Hounds. Can Benny Q on the Persephone, can the Valhalla Valkyries keep their chances alive at the SWC, or the Ravens gonna knock them out here? It's game number 2 with Dilson and Mifflin.
The Highland Ravens have all of the momentum coming into game 2, and it's the Valhalla the first big invade.
So let's evaluate this slow pace and how it affects both of these team compositions. I love the Highland Ravens team fight in the late game. It's very linear. You've got Kha'Zix initiating the fight with Taunt. You've got great beads burning capacity from Adapting and Angry with that long-range artillery damage. Love every bit of it.
This could be it. It's a double taunt from Kha'Zix. It's a massive
So fast!
Oh my god, it's perfect! You can't write it up any better!
Can't they gold?
A taunt, a fear no evil, a stun, an ult from Coast, and 2 kills in the blink of an eye to the Highland Ravens. It is not how the Valkyries wanted to start this game. A must-win game. And Benny Q Gold Fury and a 3.6k gold lead.
So let's answer some small questions before we address the large ones. How does Adapting live? How does Kana live
They need
in a
this
situation
one.
like
They
this?
need this one.
Gotta get them.
Valks need it. Aquarius
Good
will get
fearless.
it. And Adapting up and over the wall. It could have been a second for Aquarius. Kha'Zix is here. That'll be a taunt and a traded out kill. But at least the Valkyries have struck pay dirt early in one of these games, somewhat, in the early mid game. But Coast, who is already
If the Valkyries show up to gold, reset that, you get Pyro. If they show up to Pyro, you get gold. And the Ravens high roll.
This has simply been an outpacing by the Highland Ravens. This fight
Perfect.
could be back-breaking for Benny Q it is. Angry plus 2 more over in mid. We'll finally deal with this Persephone and how level gap's starting to build up. Lives to fight another day. I'm not sure the Pyromancer will, though Kirmi could be in range to steal it away. Valks could really use this one. They won't get it. Triple pull from Gamma.
Hello?
But Kirmi with it all to do. Unable to do it. Adapting. Saves the life of his teammates. Gamma
Nice shot.
threads the needle and trades out at least one. It's a fantastic setup there from Gamma. Just needed a bit more damage.
The damage
to
wasn't
make an
there.
aggressive play. But again, that's the fallacy of being behind. You roll the dice too heavily. Oni Fury
They got
confirmed
it.
by the Valks. But what are you going to trade out? Looks like just Gamma for now. At the moment, feels okay. As Adapting might be
Benny.
able to chase down Benny Q, who has beads, has Aegis, uses both, and there's a Fear No Evil about to come back up, not needed. And now it's 2 kills for the Ravens in exchange for the Oni Fury. They still
the
got a bit
fire?
of map to play for.
I'm thinking Fire Giant immediately. You got 20
Ravens in
seconds
game
on
1. And again here in game 2, a small lead has become big against the Valhalla Valkyries, and it has grown, and a Fire Giant for everyone. And
Where's he
Kirmi
going?
goes forward, and a jet stream finds no target. 0-3 now for the jungler of the Valhalla Valkyries, and an easier time on the push for the Highland Ravens.
I'm looking at everybody else. These massive displacement abilities like Landfall can't be wasted like that.
Was used, didn't do anything. Wowie now being chased down by Vaporish Coast, who is hooked in, but again, I'm not sure that's where you want Coast. A Typhoon, what does it get? It gets Kirby Death, as Coast has flipped it. And now it's Aquarius with the Lawbringer
still going.
out. The left side Phoenix needs to be the target. Still a couple towers on the map. Kirmi gone for 35, and the Highland Ravens, simple on the left side bird. It's disjointed from the Valks, and it's called by the Ravens.
The ultimate placements by Kha'Zix have been perfect.
Gamma has bubble, does not have beads. Adapting, still close by. Sends a Fear No Evil to Kirmi. Gets ticked by the Fear at the end. Adapting, 4 levels ahead. Kirmi, you don't want this fight because you're delivering
gone in.
Kha'Zix to your doorstep.
What?
Kirmi dropped by Angry, and now it's a landfall from Gamma. This might be it. The Highland Ravens melting through the Valkyries.
3.
And Vaporish Coast still alive. Angry dodges the snipes and the Agni lives on. Mifflin, we've talked about SEC that can beat the SPL. We've talked about Hex Mambo. We have talked about the Eldritch Hounds. Don't you dare forget the Highland Ravens. They will send home the Valhalla Valkyries.
They're low.
And the Highland Ravens on the verge of one set away from going to Worlds, but Benny Q's got it all to do. And I'm not sure he's got the damage to do it. Adapting, and the Ravens, they've grouped on the Titan. They've got the damage, and they will move on to Sunday.
A heartbreaking finish for the Valhalla Valkyries, but a dominant win for the Highland Ravens.